Yo, yo. How's it going? One second, let me set everything up. Okay. Alright. We're doing some Elden Ringu today, and we'll probably do a lot in the coming months because I've been really getting into some communities. Let me put up my propaganda message. Okay, let me see. Let me show you what this is about. Since this is the first time I'm even showing this on stream. I found out about this yesterday. So like, was it yesterday? It might have been the day before, but I didn't do anything for it the day before. It really started yesterday. Did I? I honestly don't fully remember. Whatever. I found out about it in the last 2 days. Let's just keep it at that. It's a tournament for Elden Ring. Kind of a randomizer. Why doesn't chat show? Yeah. Okay. Kind of a randomizer race, sort of. It's not like against each other yet. The qualifier stage is like you run it yourself and then points get added. Let me show you it. Okay, this is 1 second. Professional streamer over here. Alright, that's good enough. Is it? 1 second. Okay, that works. Okay, this is the website. If you wanna check it out yourself, it's randocalypse.gg. There's also Discord linked here. Okay, and what this is about, basically, you get dropped in a random location in one of the areas of Elden Ring. Everything's randomized, and you have to kill as many bosses as you can within the time limit, while dying as few times as possible. So it's the scoring is +1 point per boss defeated, -1 point per death. Right? And the main gimmick of this is, well, the main two gimmicks is, one, you can't go back to lower level areas, lower scaled areas. So like if you start in Liurnia, you can't go back to Limgrave. I think Liurnia and Caelid have the same scaling, so they count the same. And then if you go to mountaintops, you can't go back even to altars and all that jazz, right? And then in addition to that, there's auto-equip. You can't unequip things except for like consumables and shit. And each boss drops a weapon. Now, what weapons do get auto-upgraded? This isn't mentioned here. I feel like it should be. It's very important. But I figured it out by playing some of the test seats, the training seats. Yeah, and there's some other stuff. We'll do one practice run as well. I did a bunch of them already. There's a bunch of other rules. The main other one that isn't listed here, that's only listed in Discord, is quit outs are not allowed, which makes things a lot different. Because skip's gotta be like 100% safe for them to be worth it. Because if you die, it negates any boss you get to. By that, like it's just skips are never worth it if you can die with them, to be honest. So, yeah, I think that's about all you need to know immediately. The rest you'll see when we get into the game. What I want to practice I've practiced, well, I haven't practiced Limgrave or Reaping Peninsula starts, but I feel fairly good about them, I think. I know my way around there pretty well. I practiced Leonia. I practiced Caelid, though not as much as I'd like. I practiced Altus. I didn't specifically practice Mount Garnier, I guess, but I think that's fine. I practiced... Well, I didn't really practice mountaintops. I did like half a run on mountaintops. If it's mountaintops, we're fucked. And the one I didn't practice at all yet is DLC. So we'll do DLC. I'm just praying the first seed isn't mountaintops. To be honest, I think these... so the format for the entire competition is we get 7 seeds. The scores get added up. You can see the leaderboard here for the first seed. Oh, someone's already done the second seed. We have a week, so second seed is out, but I still have a couple days to do the first one. We'll only do the first one today. Yeah. We'll only do the first one today. We'll do the second one like tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't want to do 2 in a row. Don't want to do that. But yeah, we have a week. Also, as a heads up, if you're watching this and want to compete yourself, you can't watch. As soon as you watch someone else play, you're disqualified, which makes sense. Shouldn't, like, watching other players' streams is forbidden, it says here, right? Which makes sense. Would be fucked otherwise. So yeah, I think let's just let's do it. Let's do some practice. My goal, honestly, looking at the leaderboard, is to get to 20. That would be great. I think these runs don't matter that much, as they're mostly for seeding. I think it says top 32, move on. And right now it looks like if you like compete in all and don't do terrible, you're probably gonna get top 32. But it doesn't matter for seeding, right? But yeah, there's 7 seats, right? 1 attempt per seat. Which, okay, wait. The first one released on the 30th, then the second, 5th, 8th, 11th. That's 5, 14th, 17th. Okay, for the last seed you only have 3 days. Yeah, November 17th is the last one. Okay, interesting. So yeah, my plan is to get the second seed done before the third one releases on Wednesday, and then we can do the third one on like Thursday. Do like one seed every 2 days ish. It's kind of the plan. We'll see how it goes. I also hope, like, I do have holiday at beginning of December. I hope it either finishes before then, or I can. It's only like a week, but like if that becomes an issue, that would suck. We'll see. In any case, let me just look. I haven't forgotten anything, because some things are only mentioned in the Discord. I don't think I did. Weeping and Limgrave count as like the same scaling since they're pretty close. Yeah, that it says too. The underground is allowed until like Altus starts. They are separating outskirts. Mount Gelmir starts from that, since those have a slightly higher scaling than the main Altus area. I think that's all I forgot, really. And Lanedale is also obviously higher scaling even. But yeah, I don't think Underground is ever worth it. You do get some graces outside of your area, like you get one in Limgrave, and if you're like Stun Leona, you get one in Caelid, since those have the same scaling. Stuff like that. You always get one in Dragonbower if you're base game, because Dragonbower has like the highest scaling. And that's actually huge, since there's some quick bosses there, I figured out. Like bosses you can get to quickly. They are high scale, but a lot of the time spent is just traveling to the bosses, so. Right. Let's get going. Jesus Christ, that's loud. I do have it a little bit too loud. My bad. No, didn't really forget anything. Okay. Oh, excellent. My bad. clicked out to bring OBS back in focus because I had Discord over it and then accidentally clicked on the game capture. Okay, let's see. So one thing I figured out is that it's better to start with a smithing weapon, simply because that is way cheaper to upgrade. Although in the DLC it's kind of not that important. I also think stats matters more than the starting weapon, since as long as it's something you can use to kill something, you're not gonna it's not gonna stick around for all that long, you know. Yeah, I generally go for like stats, so samurai or warrior. Vagabond has the issue it starts with 2 main weapons and you're not gonna get rid of them. So that adds a bit of weight. You start with also 2 main ones, which also sucks. So it's generally hero samurai I go for. Unless there's like star fists where you can melt the first boss, something like that, then I think starting weapon doesn't matter all that much. So I'm just gonna go hero. This actually matters more, I think. Okay, that sucks. No. Okay, golden bow is probably the best one. It's 3 as well. Yeah, I'll take golden bow. I've seen grease pretty often in there, which is pretty good. Right. I haven't played TLC in a while now. Let's see how that goes. I don't have a plan. We'll figure it out. This is just practice anyway. See in the top right my score, and if I die, the deaths will also show up there. First thing you do is you report to Roundtable Hold. What the hell? So since you can't quit out, I think porting is really important to save some time. Do it when you can.
Your nomad layout, your
Was that plus 25? I don't know. Didn't look. There isn't always a plus 25 I've seen. I think when you start mountaintops there is. So that probably is right now. Okay, let's check that. It's a time loss immediately, obviously, but this is practice. And so we know. Yeah, you lose like 2 minutes in the beginning always. There is not. There is a Somber 10. That is weird. Why is there Somber 10? I also like to get some endurance, so overloading happens less frequently. Let's just put the rest into strength and dex. Shadow arm up. Also, since we can't die and we can't quit out, what is really important, actually, is Memory of Grace. That's super important. I saw we have another Grace in like Morthunes. That is like a Geel. That should be fine. You also gotta pick the it's Marek or Dula. Looks like a Dula. That's a Dula. An optimal, but it's fine. Gotta be kidding me. No! Nice. Good on G. Nice. Now we already switched. Another reason to get smithing instead of somber at the beginning is that somber 9 only corresponds to 22 smithing. So if you get a smithing weapon, it's only gonna be plus 22. Some more strength. I completely forgot to do this. Oh, that's why it took so long. I'm an idiot. That lost a lot of time. Okay, gotta remember to do that. See, this is why we do practice. This is why we do practice. Obviously, also, not every cave is gonna be worth going for. It's like this one. I don't know if it's worth. To be honest, we're doing it now. Then it might honestly not be worth doing. Don't think it is. Oh no, we're committed. Could Morg at any time, but sometimes you have to abandon bosses. I've noticed it's just sometimes you have a terrible matchup, or sometimes like certain DLC bosses when you get them in base game, they're just scaled so highly. Still, even with like even with being scaled down, they're not worth it. I don't think this jail is worth it. I'm gonna be honest. This takes a while. This took like 2 minutes running through. not great. Like I said, in the leaderboard, they're like at 20. I obviously don't know which area that is. The thing is, while you do get a scaled amount of runes, what isn't scaled is the weapon level you get access to from the beginning. You always get all the smithing and somber stones access, so Limgrave therefore is still gonna be way easier. Oh, fuck. And also generally in randomizers, like wait for those drops as well. Generally in randomizers, I found that an low enemy scaled up is easier than an originally low scaled enemy scaled up is easier than a originally high scaled enemy scaled down. It feels like either it doesn't do all of the scaling, scaling down, scaling up, or it just it has some stats are just higher baked in that aren't directly technically part of the scaling. Because like when I do like randomizers, I can immediately tell sometimes based on the HP if it's like a late game Knight's Cavalry or an early game Knight's Cavalry. And if it was completely scaled, that should be visible. Good practice with some of these places, so. I think it's still worth getting the Skeletry fragments. You do stuff with enough for level 10, but like... And they do have diminishing returns, but still. It's probably still worth it. I don't think it's worth getting that Grace. The only boss here is Velana. Just do her immediately. That didn't kill me? I was like, that's a death. I was so prepared to die there. I haven't tampered with like Ashes of War, but that's mostly because I haven't gotten any. If I die, I'm not coming back likely. Okay, that should be fine. Nope, don't. Fuck. Woo! Not even close. Get to full. I don't know how to fight these guys. Think I remember how to fight these guys? From where? Okay, one down. Uh-oh. Really, the main thing is not to die, because, like, if I die to this boss, I would have been way better off just not doing him in the first place. You really can't afford to die. It's such a massive penalty. It's a massive, massive penalty. Okay, I need the guys after all. Just to reset aggro so I can port. Then I guess I might as well get some more levels. Spawning sub-east, okay. We have 4. The damage really isn't great. Nice. Okay. I didn't really repulse, actually. That's fine. Just tap. And this longhorn. Okay. I do have 30 FPS. Something here is draining my FPS. What the hell? I wanna go down. I wanna go south. I wanna go... Is it south? I have the map wrong in my head. Guess it is. Yeah, it is south. Okay, thought it was east. Where's the boss that's normally here? Oh, that's the nice cover. You do start with some kukris, which is very nice. You can do this. No! Okay, see, now I shouldn't have done the Night's Cavalry in the first place. Like, that would have been better. But that's why we practice. But I think my ordering of bosses has been fine. Yeah, gotta work on that, on the directions I'm going. So this is fairly straight south from that grace. Okay. So what I tend to do in practice is now I'm gonna count this one as beaten, even though he clearly isn't. Gonna say the time loss and what was left fighting is about equal. Just so I get a general idea of if I play actually good, where am I at? You know? I will come back and practice him. After the time runs out, I'll go back and beat him. So for now, I'd say it's fine. Move on to the next one. Ah. Okay, yeah, this is a case of Morg. If you do have the Sentry Steel Torch, you can maybe do him. You're allowed to equip that. That is one of the things you are allowed to equip, but you do not. Where am I going? Okay. I think backside access is super important because there's 2 tree sentinels and a falling star beast and Gaius and the scattered tree avatar. Although I don't know if that one's worth doing. Let's. I don't know the skip. I should really look at that skip, the one down to Bonnie Village. That's one I should learn. Let's first do Red Bear though. For Chestnut. Surely Holy is good against him. I don't like these. interesting. See, that's another thing you really gotta figure out. Where is a safe spot to fight a boss? Again, gonna count that one as like defeated. Because this is fighting the boss is actually not the thing I want to train the most. I want to see where I'm at in terms of points, and the pathing is the biggest thing I want to improve. Because I think that there's so many variables to these bosses, because you can't choose your weapon, that the best way to trade these is to just play a bunch. Not even practice anyone specifically unless it's really giving you trouble. Most of the time, I feel like you die because of combination. Let's quickly do Hippo. Do you need this, guys? I don't know, actually. Okay, that's completely fine. What the hell? I don't know if it's worth going further here. I don't think so. I think you just go back. I think this might still be faster than going back from Specimen Warehouse though. I don't know. I don't know the skip. Which is a problem. This is one. But I know people do like with 99% success rate. So I feel like this is one of the few that is actually viable. Is that it? No. Okay, I gotta look it up. This is what practice is for. Bonnie Village skip. There's a better one. Birds are that's where I was. Okay, so what do you do? I feel like that's the exact ledge I was on, and then what? Oh, there's rocks to the left that you can land on. Got it. learning. No. Okay. I'm also thinking, is going south ever worth it? So let's see. You definitely do what I did. You probably don't do ons. At least not immediately. Although the thing is, you do save travel time if you do it immediately. Depends on how many other viable ones there are. I definitely think Hinterlands is like super important. I see. Okay. Yeah, that's safe. Get me Old Mother. Do I have Old Mother? I probably start with Old Mother, right? Yeah, I start with Old Mother. There's Old Mother. I don't think you do the skip within Specimen Warehouse to backside access. It's just not worth it. Even like speedrunners I see mess that up from time to time, and then as soon as you die once, it's not worth it and you can't quit out. So like, I don't see it ever being worth it. I also don't think Meta is even ever worth it. I also don't think Meteor is ever worth it. Those you can just fry it off from the beginning. Like, there's no point. Wait, is that Grace, or is that just the Hippo Grace that I got? Is that Grace unlocked? Let's see in a second. I'm still not 100% us. Spirit Springs faster than running straight. Don't know. In Night Rain they are. I don't know. I don't think so, since I never see speedrunners take them. So probably not. So, but yeah, since meta and that is never gonna be viable. That is never gonna be viable. That's so much time commitment for nothing. For 2 bosses. No. Just go straight Shadowkeep, don't even worry about that Grace. So we did beat 6 bosses so far. There's 2 we abandoned. We could have done in this time frame easily. So that would be 8. I don't know if scatter trees are worth it. So the tree spirits aren't bosses. So that's not a thing. It's been a while. Like, devs are so punishing. They're unbelievably punishing. As soon as you die once, like... if you die once and your opponent doesn't die, there's no reason why he shouldn't win. If you're like in a direct race. I think even at the current standards, like 1 death equals lose. 1 death more. It really only comes down to the boss count, I think, if both players die the same amount. Only then does it come down to how quick were your bosses, how good was your routing. And the thing is, if I read it correctly, they're increasing the punishment for deaths in like subsequent stages. So like, you just can't die. You just really, #1 priority, you cannot die. If you die, you lose. Just straight up you lose. You gotta be kidding me. Speaking of that. Okay. I am hoping. I mean, surely they wouldn't do first seed in like DLC. Surely they wouldn't. I'm hoping it's not, since like you can see, I have not prepared DLC. I'm also really hoping it's not mountaintops, which again, surely the first seed isn't mountaintops. Fucking, please, please don't. To be honest, that might be worse than DLC, because DLC I still know, it's way fresher in my mind than mountaintops. I don't remember mountaintops at all. If it's mountaintops, I basically can just throw in the towel for that round and just try to get like 10, because I don't even know where to begin. I don't know which bosses to do. I don't know if draining the water and all that is worth it. It's actually quite a trek down to Scatter Tree, right? So I think not. I want to say no. But like, I'm saying no to a lot of things now. There isn't that much left at this point. You know? That's kind of, I gotta do some of them. So yeah, you do the 8 checks that I did. Well, 7. Ons probably not. Do those. You go backside, which gives you access to Mesmer, Gaius, the 2 Scatter Tree the 2 Tree Sentinels, and the Falling Star Beast, which is 5. So that gets you to 12 boss checks. I'm saying boss checks because it could be a boss that you just have to abandon. But how did this work again? I think you go up. Don't remember how this place worked. It's been too long. Go out here, I think. Then. Okay, now we're in the loft. Sure. Go up. I don't remember this either. Are you kidding me? That is funny. That is really funny. No, you drop over there. I think. Gotta look at the routing more closely. DLC came out, I did look at the speedrun route. like consort. But I never really started running it. And that was a long time ago. Wow, I never realized how low poly this arena and area, scatter view I think it's called, is from up here. You can see it so clearly, it's so low poly. Okay. So does it say here the scaling? Commander Gaius has a lower scaling than the Tree Sentinels? I always assumed the number is scaling. That is BBK. See, if there's a boss like that you can see that, you know, has a weakness, I like waiting. Because maybe we get like a magic weapon. And that will save some time. That will for sure save some time if you do. I've gotta remember I can't riposte with whips. It's fuck. Oh god, okay. How about no? Yeah, you I can do. Holy fuck, that damage. Oh, okay. Lucky stuck up my life. Is the Ash of War for this thing any good? Well. Bob. What do you think? If I submit a score of -1, will it count? That would honestly be a baller thing to do. And then still make top 32. That would be funny. Okay. Let's leave those two alone. Noted though, that is an insane amount of damage. Like, okay. Wait, I have 5 Scattertree Blessings? 5?! But where do I have 5? From where the fuck do I have 5? There's the one in front of our mother. There's the one in the temple district. There's... should have also upgraded my scatter. Whatever. Those two I picked up. There's... I already had one because I picked up the 2 at Morth Ruins, the one after Nala, and the one at the Pass Cross. That's just not very watchdog. Okay. kind of worried about slope memes there. Fuck, that damage is insane. Why am I doing this? I actually know exactly why I'm doing this. It's because in practice I had Scatter Tree Avatar a couple times with actually weapons I can get past with. And then I figured out, yeah, just switch your fist for so he has reduced damage on the other phase. And that's what I was thinking here, but like it doesn't make sense when it's not Scatter Tree Avatar. Score of 0 after 40 minutes pop. Now we're cooking. Let's see. Let's go to the loft. What did I get? Oh, it was favorite. Nice. How did I get to Mesmer from here? Was it dropped down there? Oh, almost forgot about you. Dropped down here somewhere? That's not it. That is just not it. How do you get... I think that's it. There's a stake? Oh, did I just stake skip? I don't think that's allowed. I don't think that's allowed, to be honest. Is this even the right place? This is the right place. Okay. Go back to loft. I think stake skips... Well, actually, I mean, even if they are allowed, they aren't worth it. They're just not worth it. Why the fuck? It doesn't make sense to do them in the first place. Because of the penalty. So they could just be allowed. I think in speedrun rules that one actually would be allowed because it doesn't like skip any boss or anything. I think that's how the rules work. Like speedrun, and I think this competition uses the same rules. Where do I land? Do I like this? That works. Wait, this is a different... What? Okay. So yeah, then you do Mesmer, but that's only 12. What do you do after that? So the south has the Ghost Flame Dragon and Dancer. And what was her name? Mariga? They're not that close to each other. Especially Mariga is a little bit away, but might still be worth. Don't know if the Bonnie the Bonnie jail is worth. Should be killing him before the horse. That's so wrong. boss. Oh shit, yeah, it's a double boss. Completely forgot. Oh, I know sound. It's Snake. At this point, I feel like it might be worth to quit out, even after.
O lightless creature, embrace thine oblivion, as shall I.
That would take a while. I forgot that that's a double boss. That sucks. Okay, let's say I got Mesmer as well. What do I do? Genuine question, what do I do? The catacombs are so long in the DLC. I don't really think they're worth it. This is also very long. I think you do ADM. I think you do ADM. I think it's worth learning this skip up here. Up to Theolia. But I don't even have to go to Theolia. There's no reason to. But go up here and then, you know, around to not trigger the invasion. And then do Dragon's Pit. You do this. You do this. You do this. I wonder if the non-boss Drake is there. You could do Senesex as well, somewhere here. And then bail. I think the path from this one to Senesex actually takes a while. Would have to time it to see what's worth it. There is also then Deathlight Bird there. I don't think Lamenta is worth it. The Tibia isn't actually a boss. Deathlight Bird is like there. And then if the drop down to blue, if there's like a safe one, then you could do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional ones on top of the 12 that I already have. And then maybe these 3 down here as well. Maybe. I don't know for sure though. That would be 21. Which already feels pretty decent for the DLC. I don't know if you have time for all that much more. I think if you do all of that, at best you have like 10 minutes left. What could you do then? What's the next best thing after all these things? Thing is, Mesmer is a Dower boss, so like I don't even think he's worth it unless he's super easy. Unless you roll really lucky on him. Rao just has no bosses. I think the only 2 bosses in Rao are the Dancing Lion and Romina, yes. Am I forgetting any? G Bloodfiend, no. Lamenta, no. Dancing Lion, that also takes a while to run through Belgrad. I don't think that's worth. Okay, I think those are the only 4 worth ones in Grayside Plain. Then in Scudder Altus. Yeah, there's... Okay, there is obviously this whole section, but there aren't that many bosses there. I think there's only the bear and this catacomb. So that's not worth. For certain. So yeah, the Ghost Flame Dragon. Oh, the other black... Okay, this grace is worth getting after all. For the Fogrift Fort. Yes, yeah. That's one I forgot. Okay. Oh yeah, Red Bear's also here, but that doesn't make this worth it, I don't think. This is still a long path. Maybe at the... this could be something, but like at the end, if you've done all I said, and you still have some time, you could go for that. Maybe. Akshasa is not worth. I don't know. Can't even know. God, no. The catacombs just take way too long. I think. Don't know how long this jail is. That's maybe an interesting one to check out. And yeah, there's only these. That counts as Kara's hidden grave. Weird. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm really hoping it's not DLC. I need to practice DLC. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Okay. I'm gonna quickly go to the toilet. And then I'll be back and then we'll do the real one. I have like 1-2 things I'll look up in advance. Then we'll do the real one. So give me a second to lose some weight and then I'll be back. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Hi. Let me catch people up if anyone joined the stream, so you know what this is. This is a randomizer competition, sort of. Let me show again the website. 1 second. This is it. Yeah, okay. So, basically, it's a randomizer autogrip challenge. You have, in this case, 1 hour, I think. I think it says, yeah, 1 hour. To kill as many bosses as possible. You start at a grace, at a random... honestly, in the beginning I thought it was a random grace within the zone. I think it's just... each zone has 1 grace you start on, because when I did like multiple seeds in one area, I always started the same one, but I might be wrong. We'll see. In any case, you start at a random zone, and then you have to kill as many bosses as possible in that zone or on a higher scale zone. Lower scale zones won't count. You can still kill them for weapons if you have a really shit one, although I'm really unsure that's ever worth it, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Like in my testing, it felt like the time you spend going back, because I think you get the Stranded Graveyard Grace, like you spend a minute at least getting a better weapon. And it's not even guaranteed that you get a weapon. You could get a shield. Like, so I don't think that's ever worth it. So, but yeah, the game is randomized. All players play the same seed. In this qualifying phase, we'll have 7 seeds. And I think there's 7 zones, so probably 1 seed for each zone. Auto grip is on. The most important thing is every boss drops a weapon. That weapon can, more correctly, armament, I think, would be the correct term, because it also includes shields, it also includes staffs, sacred seals, which the game generally classifies under armament, I think. So you get one of those. If it's like a secondary, it's like a shield or a bow, I think it gets equipped in the left hand, otherwise it gets equipped in the right hand. You cannot change your equipment. Also, every boss drops a talisman, I think. And those also you cannot change. You can only change consumables, like it says here, consumables, flask of physics and weapon arts. I've never bothered with these last 2. The last one mainly because I've never found any Ashes of War in any of my runs. But yeah. Also, if you want to participate, heads up, don't watch this stream from now on, because this would make you ineligible. Since you can't watch other people's streams. If you've already done your run, obviously you're fine, I think. Quitouts are forbidden, that's the main thing, which makes it so, I think, skips that are dangerous, that you can fail, where you die, are never worth it, because the scoring is 1 point per boss defeated, minus 1 point per death. So if you do a skip to save like 30 seconds, which is a pretty good skip already, and that has like a 10% chance of failing, that's already not worth it, I think. Like, this is a harsh punishment, and this is the least punishing deaths are gonna be, because in like, here it's 2 times deaths, and the grand final has -3 per death. So it's like, just don't die. Dying is punished so heavily, especially because you don't just lose a point, you lose a lot of time. Honestly, a death already is basically a 2-point loss. Because you lose 1 point, and maybe even more, because then you, I don't know, man. It's tough. Also, the The main thing is don't die, which is why memory of gracing I think is very important. Gotta memory of grace a lot when you encounter like a really dangerous situation or like a boss that just isn't viable to do right now or at all. So yeah, that's important. Yes, other than that, you start lesser max level, you receive balanced amount of runes. Suited for the spawn zone, you have access to all key items required to travel. I wanted to look over them if there's anything that stood out to me, but I don't think there is. There's even like Serpent's Amnion in there. There's the letter from Volcano Manor, so can you take Raya's hand? If you start an Altus? I don't think so. Since you've never did the quest. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Subaltern level tiers, which... This confuses me. I mean, I guess if you start in Leonia, maybe? At like 10? What are you gonna do with those? If you don't start in Leonia, you're never gonna use them, right? Or is there a different spot here you can rebirth? I don't know, maybe. That's one thing I haven't figured out. What the fuck is this for? 5 stone sword keys and golden seeds. And one table is accessible. You can purchase all smithing stones. And what is not mentioned here, what is very important, is that your upgrade level stays. So, like, the start of everyone is going to be porting to round table, upgrading their weapon to plus 24 or plus 25 if that one's available, which it isn't always. I don't know if that's random, if it's per zone set. I don't know. But yeah, do that. And then go back and start killing. That's the start. You lose like 2 minutes at the start of every run just upgrading your weapon. There's no point in doing anything else at the very beginning. Which I feel like at this point they could have just made you start with like plus 24. I don't know, man. Feels like not really necessary, but hey. Guess there's a little bit of variance depending on how heavy your weapon is. That contributes to how many runes you use to level up, but yeah, this does mean that I think starting with a non-somber weapon with a regular weapon is better because those smithing stones are way cheaper. And you have the other benefit if you, like I said, plus 10s, plus 25s aren't always available. And if you do plus 9 somber, that already corresponds to a plus 22 regular. So you lose out on 2 levels, whereas if you do regular plus 24, then if you get another regular, it will be plus 24, and sombers will be plus 9. So I think regular starting is better because of that. Yes, only starting zone and higher level zones. Right. And yeah, scoring is done automatically. You will see it in the top right. If you haven't seen my practice one just now. God, tired, which is a great, great state to be in for a competition. It'll be fine. And yeah, I think that's it here. There are some more rules in the Discord. I'll read them for you so you know. If you choose a start that includes two right-hand weapons, you will be able to use both, but you will not be able to unequip them under any circumstance. Proceed at your own risk. This is why I don't pick like hero. Was it no like vagabond and stuff like that. Also, like it's never happened to me, but I'm very scared of it. What if you get like a super heavy weapon, a super heavy shield, and you're overloaded? The fuck do you do? Genuine question, the fuck do you do? Your run is just lost at that point. Like, you can't kill anything like that. You can't unequip anything. I don't know if you can do anything which is why I always level some endurance in the beginning. Because, like, what do you do? You're just fucked. It hasn't happened yet, but I've verified they didn't, like, disable overloading. So I'm just really scared of that. You may purchase, equip, and modify the recipes of Flask of Wondrous Physic. You may equip the Serpent Hunter from your inventory when encountering Rykard. A Serpent Hunter is a known bug without upgrading. As a result, this has been removed from the pool of weapons obtainable after defeating a boss. Basically, you equip it for Rykard. You're allowed to upgrade it afterwards if Rykard doesn't drop a main hand weapon. But you can't unequip it. You can equip it for Rykard, but you can't unequip it afterwards if it doesn't leave you. So then it's probably worth it to go back to Roundtable Hall to upgrade that. Though that sucks, but hey, what can you do? I don't know if killing Rykard is ever worth it then, because like going back to the Roundtable and upgrading that will take like 1.5 minutes by itself, and you lose a lot of runes. So if you encounter Rykard or God the Running Serpent, maybe just Morg. Maybe that's just a Morg type of situation, to be honest. Morg meaning Memory of Grace. You may equip the Sentinel Torch from your inventory to fight the Invisible Assassin, which you don't start with though, so... Invisible Assassin is most of the time also a Morg. Summons are permitted, but only those found during run. Purchasing summons is strictly prohibited. I don't know if that means when you have... I mean, I won't use summons, but if you... This should have been clarified, because like during run, what does that exactly mean? Does that also mean starting gift? Or does it not? Are those not allowed? I don't know. You must wait for the first loot drop after defeating a boss. It has been observed that a second loot may appear with a delay. Fair. You do not need to wait for the second one. And quit outs are prohibited. The only exception allowed is a clear game-breaking bug preventing normal gameplay, e.g. the sunflower not spawning. I've never seen, but hey. Dragons stuck in ceiling or caves are not considered a bug. In short, quit outs are forbidden unless the situation is unquestionably abnormal. Which is also very vague. I wish there was a little bit more clarity on that. For example, if you get like the torrent glitch where you're stuck in the air, torrent runs off without you and then you die like 30 seconds later. Is that quit outable? Are you allowed to quit out there? I would say yes, but like, I guess it is about preventing normal gameplay. It's just very vague. I don't know. Some more clarity would have been good, I think. But hey, whatever. And I think that's it. Other than that, it's just the starting zones like Limgrave and Weeping are combined. Scaling wise. Leonie and Caelid are combined scaling wise. So yeah, if you also look on the website for like the training seats, there are the 7 zones. So there's Necro is Limgrave, I found out, Peninsula, Leonia, Caelid, Altus. DLC and Sime, I'm guessing, is some kind of abbreviation for like Consecrated Snowfield, Mountains of the Giant. Maybe Capital is in there? I don't know, because the starting areas map does list Capital and like Outskirts Mount Gelmir separately, but they're not here, so I don't know. I feel like you could have combined Altus with Outskirts and Mount Gelmir, at least, if not Leyndell as well. I feel like those could have been combined, but hey. Maybe keep Leyndell separate, I get that a little bit, but I feel this feels a little bit too granular, because often you also travel to Outskirts for the Altus bosses. I don't know. Those didn't feel like they needed to be separated, but hey, they are. And I think that's it. I'm praying for the mountaintops. I'm praying for no more tops, and I'm also praying though a little bit less for no DLC. Everything else I think I'm fine with. When I did my test runs, I will say Leonia I think is fine for me. Kaled I think is fine for me. I can handle those. Limgrave and Weeping is fine. I've practiced Leonia and Kaled. I didn't practice Limgrave and Weeping really, but I think I'll be fine. Like looking at the leaderboards, I think I can get to 20 easily on Limgrave. So I didn't really worry about that. On Limgrave starts. I did connect a while ago, but yeah, I'll do it again later. I could do it now. 1 second though. Ah, okay, it did. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, okay. I want to say, if it's Limgrave Weeping, I think we'll be fine, even though I haven't practiced it really. If it's Leonia or Kaled, I have practiced that. I will say I haven't practiced them a lot, but I've done like a run each. So like that will be by off the top of my head, the pathing and everything and the order, but I have done them at least. I think we'll be fine. Like when I did my Leonia one, which was the first one I did, because the training seats also has a random button and it spit out a Leonia one. That was the first one I did. I got to like 20 bosses without any preparation, even wasting some time. I didn't know if Grafted Scion counted, so I went there and turns out you can't even enter the arena because you never triggered the initial. Because you don't start in Chapel, you never triggered the initial encounter, so you can't even start that boss fight. So that I don't know if it counts, but it doesn't matter since you can't access it anyway. Because like in like stuff like Bingo, that counts as a Leonia boss. More often than not. And then Altus. I did Altus and I did terrible. I was really trying and I got to like 5 points at the end. So like Altus I practiced. Altus is the one I practiced the most. Because I realized I did not know any pathing in Altus. Because like Kaled and Leonia I know now a bunch because of Bingo. Altus I don't really. You do go to Altus obviously in Bingo, but like late game and only specific things are relevant. So like a lot of Altus I just didn't know. So yeah. Altus is the one I practice the most. So I think we'll be fine if it's Limgrave, Weeping, Leonia, Kaled, Altus. I think then we'll be fine. I hope at least for Altus. I hope. I'm not. Like, I mean, I hope I'm prepared for Altus. That's what I mean. Because it went so terrible. It went so terrible. I like died to fall damage so many times because I didn't know where to drop the pathing. Oh, there's a cliff there. Oh, I can't jump down there. Oh, I have to go around there constantly. Like, I thought there was a path down from, like, you know, the path to Lanciax? I thought you could jump down to, like, the lower area. You can't. I don't think there's a Spirit Springer. Wait, let me look that up. Maybe I missed the Spirit Springer. Hide all, Spirit Spring jump. No, there isn't. I don't know. So yeah, other than that, Iola is actually tougher than you'd think, because it's a huge area. Ionia is fucking massive. So things aren't that close together. So your saving grace are really the teleporters. But yeah, Kaled's pretty nice, I think. Kaled feels pretty nice. Okay. I think let's get started. Like if I start Limgrave, it's like easy, 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 easy. Like I don't see myself not getting to 20 on Limgrave. Like it's I know all the other boss locations and how to get to them. I know everything. At this map. Damn, this really makes it clear there's nothing in Mistwood, huh? There's no boss. I never thought about that, but yes, there actually isn't anything. That's funny. But yeah, no, I know plenty here from Bingo and shit. Yeah, okay. One good thing I looked at, if I get Limgrave, make sure not to go for patches because of the fucking invader. I can't avoid that one. So, like, just don't go for him. Just don't. Just avoid that part of the ravine. There's no point to that. Also, I think the bell-bearing hunters that spawn, like, after... There's one missing here as well. Why is... That counts as an invasion? It's a boss! What the fuck is this website? But yeah. Yeah, that one also. Wow, they just counted as an invasion. Fuck off. Terrible website. In any case. Let's download seed 1. Oh boy. I don't feel prepared. We'll see. Let me window capture. Right. Gotta make sure everything works because if I fuck this up and then I've played the seed, that would suck. Okay. Make sure everything works. Audio, I think, is coming in. My mic is coming in. You can see the game fully. There's nothing cut off. I don't know if I have to hide chat. I don't think so. There was never any specification about that in the rules. If there's anything wrong with the stream, I would very much appreciate you telling me, because I can only fix it now before I start. But I think everything's fine. Not even allowed to quit out to fix the stream, I think. So yeah, we'll see. Okay. What was this? Randocalypse. Gonna be honest, not the smoothest 2 words thrown together. I feel Randocalypse sounds better. But hey, that might be just me. 1. That is working good. Let's see. Talisman. Holy golden wow. Right. That's pretty good. Fogged greatsword. That sucks. Yeah, I think that's the only real choice. It's one of the best classes stats wise. It only starts with 1 weapon. Like generally I go for hero samurai because of that. Because of the starting Stats. Warrior has 2 weapons. You have 2 weapons, so like those suck. And there's no like, if there was like a Starfist on one of these, I would consider it. But 4 greatsword, let me. That's not somber, right? Am I allowed to look that up? There was nothing in the rules about not being able to look that up. But I'm pretty sure it's not somber. Yeah, it's not somber. So we're going hero, we're going golden vow. Okay, that is a pretty heavy armor. That makes me a little bit scared for overloading. But hopefully it'll be fine. Hopefully. I'm really, really scared of overloading, man. I'm just really, really scared of that. Okay. Start. Where do you take me? Please, no TLC or more. Tops. I'm just praying for that. Altus. Thank fucking God I practice it. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm fumbling. What I want to do. And this fucking God.
No matter how you.
I have a good weapon to start with, which this is okay. It has bleed. I almost always go for the Everjail. It's out of the way. And I don't think there's a better path to it. Don't. No. No! Oh God. Oh fucking God. What do I do? Oh no! What do I do? That's such a bad start. I'm fumbling so hard. No. No. Christ. That took way too long. Oh god. That is such a bad start. Oh. Fuck. Lost at least like 30 seconds, if not a minute there. I wanted to get the repulse to like not get the Deathlight builder, and then I didn't get the repulse, and then I panicked. God! That almost went so wrong. Okay, that's a duelist. I'm honestly okay. I'm gonna keep that one for in case we get a really shit weapon. Like the worst thing we can get is like a torch. Could get a torch and then we're fucked. But like a torch plus 24 can still kill a duelist. Let's get Gillica. Let's also avoid the Revenant. You never know with these guys. Okay. Ouch. Ouch, that was stupid. No, I didn't jump. That's really stupid. As I said, not dying is the most important thing. One death costs you so much. This dragon isn't actually a boss because you don't get a kill when you kill it. Like, because it's the Lanciax who goes away. So you can bring it down to 0 HP, but then it just vanishes, you get nothing. So that's one thing I thankfully tested. I was so close. Okay. This is a cave with 2 bosses, so this one's good to go for. I'm good in that load. You get this just from morguing. Let's see. See if I remember this cave. Just not a given. As soon as we get a somber, then we can get plus 10. I think that's worth. Easy. Actually, I'd like to not get poisoned here because I still have another boss to do in this cave. Normally I would just take the poison. It's faster that way, but still another boss. Not the greatest. NPC bosses came up a bunch in practice, so I have a bunch of practice on me. Jump. Nope. Careful. What the hell? Stop! Stop stalling. Have to be shitting me. Just die. Christ! The guy was stalling out of his mind. I'd go for this catacomb here. It's really fast. It's a really, really fast catacomb. Like I said, Altos is... The other ones I'm more comfortable with. I know all the paths from memory. This one I've practiced, so know some stuff. So let's pray shit will be fine. We don't need the grace. Wonder if you... Can you... Okay, I'm not gonna do it this one. Can you... Oh no, you're not allowed to quit out. Why was I thinking, can you quit out for the doors? You're not allowed to quit out. Right. Gonna be honest, been a while since I fought these guys. Also no sound of that. The no sound is really fucking with me. Fine. I can't forget to wait for it. That's it. Like, speaking of skips, I was thinking of doing Lancia skip, but it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Okay, focus. As long as I don't die, I think we'll have a decent run. I died to that once in practice, so I figured if I roll at about that item twice, I'm fine. Okay. That should be fine. Except for the fact that there's no sound. Nice. Yep, that's not a do I'm doing. There's no shot I'm doing that. That's please the aggro. Good. Had to mark there. This running back is not worth it for those couple of wounds. Fire Giant was still aggro. Okay, I'm gonna get this graze and then I'm gonna pivot. Ass. Go here. This is a Samba actually. Okay. If we keep it after the next boss, I'll walk to round table and make it plus 10. I think. Disgrace. pay for something we can rot. Are you rottable? I don't know that we are. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Nice. Let's get plus 10. I don't know if this is worth it time-wise.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your own.
I think actually one-handed is better for daggers. I never play with daggers. Even Night Rain, since I barely play Duchess. But surely if there's any weapon with this, a one-handing is better, it's gotta be daggers, right? Gotta be. Give me another thing that can be rotted. I think you can. And rotted. Careful. Nice. Where did I come out from? Whip! Of all things, a whip. Standard whip. That's not great. It's not grace here to pivot to the duelist either. Oh boy. Should use my gold now. Wait, where's the boss? What the fuck? Is it the Revenant? I'm gonna abandon. I don't know, maybe it's the Revenant. If it is, I'm not gonna do him. Before I waste time here, just move on. I swear to God if it's fucking like... Stallions. Don't cry. Battering hunter. I guess that's fine. I can loop him. Repulse. Nexus for inside, okay. There is Lanciax here, and there's the black knife in front of the catacomb here. The Hero's Grave itself is not worth doing. It's just simply not worth doing. Background. Shouldn't have gotten that Greystone. It's fine. Feel or Grail? And that should be fine. Stay here. There we go. What? The hell? What? Please don't fly away. What did I just say? Wait, what? Welcome back! Welcome back! haven't seen you in a while, weapon. What is that? Oh, it's a bloodhound, right? That's fine. It's perfect. Nice. Duelist would be 13. I think you need to. The boss doesn't show up for me unless I kill him. So I assume that's how it works. Invest. I don't know if this is worth doing. This might be a morgue moment. This is a morgue moment. Oh. If I just rest. Probably despawns, okay. Memento is not worth doing. Just simply not worth doing. This one's annoying. That's a heal then. Wait. Is it the magma worm? I think it's the magma worm. It's the magma worm. Oh, fuck. Careful. Really careful. I think I'll abandon. That is fucked. Okay. That's not great. Another future avatar. Sure. not going into capital. That's just never worth it. Go down here. The guys here as well. Thankfully, I found a map on Reddit for this too. It's pretty quick when you know where to go. Which chests to take. What the fuck? Oh, oh, scary stuff. Oh, scary fucking stuff. He just saw us, sadly. That's okay. No, that worked out better than expected. Still one more easy well, two more easy bosses with the duelist, but I'm still saving the duelist. And there's like 10 minutes left of doing. Is it Chiefs? It's Chiefs. It's not the greatest. No! Okay, Chiefs is not worth doing. Fuck! Fuck! Yeah, I think there goes the dream of the 20. That should be good. I do fire damage. That should be decent. What the hell? Okay. What is happening? This weapon must suck really badly. I'm doing duelist. That sucks. That death really pisses me off. Hey, which result? Nice. Okay, I gotta get him to come over here. Is this enemies around? Is that close enough? No. Get your ass over here. Can't backstab him, huh? That sucks. Well, that's still horrible. Okay. Okay. Give me something, come on. That's not anything. Okay. Oh, that death pisses me off. Oh, that death pisses me off. That's not a good death. Well, no death is a good death, but you know. Oh boy, what's damage coming to look like here? Terrible. Just awful. Why does this weapon suck so much? The normal whip was usable. What is up with this one? What the heck is this weapon? It's also the Stars of Darkness Astal. He's still aggro. No. Not even close. Wasn't worried for a second. Was not worried for a second there. I knew that a heavy door was open. And stop telling me. Fuck. Christ. This one started off well, but my god, has it taken a turn for the worse. Damage is okay, I suppose. That should probably work for something. Fuck me, man. Also didn't use this enough. Oh, this is that. That's easy enough. Okay. I feel like with this we can do the Chiefs again. Jesus Christ, man. Don't do this to me. If this is a good idea. No, it's not. No, that's so stupid of me. Why did I go here? I think this cave is fairly quick when you know where to go, but I don't! I didn't remember. Oh, God. Oh, I ain't getting the 20. On night and day. Careful though. You do a lot of damage. Well then. The last like 20 minutes I've lost points. Oh no. Oh, gotta do that on the following weeks. Following runs, I suppose. Man. That sucks. Yeah, I think the max I can get now is like 17. And that's up in the air. I do the seal tunnel. It's not exactly quick. But neither is Astel. Although Astel could be fine. Club. Okay, that's free. It isn't even broken. And this is the damage. Okay. Is 4-pick good? I don't know. We'll see. It's okay. What? Okay, support complaint. Only 2 random. Take it, it's fine. am kind of out of things to do. I think I'll give it another shot with the... doesn't even have bleed on it. The ulcerated tree spirit. Not doing the chiefs. Can be sure of that. If I get this, I would have gotten 20 if I didn't die. And that's not even accounting the time loss. By the deaths. Oh boy. Those were some bad deaths. Man, oh man. Oh, that damage sucks. What is happening? Please yellow. Yellow damage. Hooray. Or mostly yellow. How did I die? Oh. This is an unbridled disaster. Oh boy. Welp. I don't think I'm getting that one. Don't think it. I don't know if there's anything I can get now. I don't think there's anything left. This is fire giant. Fucking no. I think I'm done. I don't think there's anything I can do. Can I go back out from here? Even if I can. 15, huh? That's just not good enough. Oh, it's a start. It's a start. Men's. But exactly like I said, right? Honestly, the speed of the fights barely mattered. If I just didn't die, I would have gotten 20. If I just didn't die, I would have gotten 20. It's like... that death to Ulcerated Tree Spirit is bad. I can't remember when the last time I even died on this boss. That's pure nerves. That one's pure nerves. GG's. Okay. Let me submit it. Right. Did it start in the word about one? Stake 144 as a timestamp. How does Twitch work again? Okay, that timestamp works. Hopefully. Gonna be so nice and submit with a timestamp. That's a little bit too late. Okay. Just do. Start. Right. Was mine score 15, right? I can't see it because of the intended for certain audiences warning. Yeah, 15. And 15 sucks. Comment, I suck. Run has been submitted. Yeah, that puts me like middle of the pack, but in the second half. Not a good start, but hey, we can recover. There's 6 more. There's 6 more in the qualifying round. We can recover. Yeah, I'm not doing the second one today. I'll do that one tomorrow or on Tuesday. We'll catch up slowly. Probably like 1 every 2 days until I'm caught up, which probably will then be quite soon. Okay, I'll leave it here since Bingo Roller starts in an hour. Okay, what should I have done differently? I mean, I should just not die to also at the tree spirit. It's like the main thing. I can't believe I died there. That's one thing I should do differently. Demi-human chiefs are actually a menace. I'm not doing them ever again. There's so many guys around, and like I could maybe do them if I get them in like Limgrave and they're not scaled up, but like, and I have my 40 vigor. I don't know if they're worth doing otherwise. Aside from that, what was my 4th death? I died once also at the tree spirit. I died twice to the chiefs. Where was my 4th? Actually don't remember. Oh, in the abandoned cave. Yes, I'll look at that. I think that cave's fairly quick, and the thing is the boss in there is scaled low, and it counts as Dragon Barrel. At least it's in the list. So like, I feel like that one's worth learning, even though you go in rotted. Yeah. But other than that, I think just demi-human cheese, write them off. And then just don't play like shit at the end. And don't go into a rotted cave where the entire floor is lava and you don't know the way. That seems like generally good advice, not just for this, generally advice. Yeah. Okay. Lessons learned. I will improve, and I'll be back. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but probably the next Randocalypse, which is still tongue twister of a name, on Tuesday most likely. Till then, bye bye.